All right, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a brand new episode of With the Side of Chaos. It's Patricio, aka Rocky, and as always, I am joined by the one, the only, the one you could find next to the pepper on the table behind the ketchup, next to the right side of the mustard, Salty Aaron himself. How you doing, buddy?
Muy caliente. Muy caliente. I am doing muy caliente. I am very spicy. I am hot and spicy. I am failing Duolingo Espanol. Sorry.
No, está bien.
I know we were supposed to prepare for this episode. Like I was going to do the English subtitles underneath during the episode. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I learned Duolingo in a week.
Oh.
Our guest today is Spanish, and I heard you guys walking up. I was like, that sounds way easier than talking in white people words.
Dude, no, speaking in white
conquerors words, you know.
Speaking in white people words, last night we had our first. It was the inaugural open mic comedy show.
It was the meat and potatoes of Orlando comedy. I'll tell you that. It was a jolly good time.
It was a jolly. And speaking of Jolly shows up.
Yeah,
and
trash.
Shout out to fucking Jolly.
Trashed and having a great old fucking time, and I love it. It's amazing.
We have David Jolly shows up, and immediately every comic who came up last night. If you don't know what we're talking about, we hosted the very first open mic comedy show at Graffiti Junction at Thornton Park, which we're going to be doing every Thursday beginning at 9:00.
Yes,
and
sign up time is between 9 and 9:30. So show will start promptly when I say it will.
And Jolly shows up, and I immediately gave him a drink card because every comic who came out, I gave them a free drink card.
Yeah, and we said the first 10 people, and we gave it out to the first 10 people.
Yeah,
who came out. That's because there were 10 people.
No, well, we
had more after they left.
So I was having a panic attack like the first 45 minutes because we had Joshua Silvers, and
no one else
for like a good 40 minutes.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, this is a failure. It's over. We're never gonna do this
What time did you ask me to be there?
I asked you to be there at 7:30.
What time did I get there?
7:42.
Okay, and we still sat there for 2 more hours before our open mic. Jesus, we didn't need that much of a sound check. Shit, it's not a Megadeth show, okay?
Well,
we don't need to tune the guitars.
I would rather
have 2 hours. I mean, I didn't even get a burger till later on.
Dude, I would rather have the time and not need it than need the time and not have it.
I understand that, but we
and
still did.
Even still, with all the prep that we had, with all the time,
it still went to shit.
It still went to shit.
It was a shit show. It was beautiful. It's absolutely the horse cock I expected it to be,
dude.
You know what I mean? It was great, and it was large, and it was girthy, and we all have to accept it.
The thing that got me the most was the potential hate crime that almost happened in the parking lot last night.
You know what? That's just another day for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seriously, it is for him. That kind of crowd work develops that kind of response.
So,
you know,
just so we could fill in the blanks, if you weren't there last night, it was
fantastic.
It was fantastic.
My wife was in the audience.
I can't believe your wife was there. Your wife was so like supportive and just like
she's like, yeah, I don't have any idea what's going on. These guys rock. Yay.
So
that's what she said.
I'm gonna break down the potential hate crime that happened last night.
Okay, we're gonna talk about the hate crime at Green. Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, at Graffiti.
I went to Green's.
And we had this gentleman, Orlando comic, Cam.
Yeah.
And Cam goes up and he's ready. He's got the energy. He's ready to go. And he's already started interacting with everybody at the restaurant. And he's walking around talking to people. Now,
absolutely.
Salty, do you ever get into people's business or try and have a conversation with the patrons?
Whenever I'm out of town. I'm up your ass out of town. Like if I'm not in town where my friends are going to talk about it, then I'll do some crowd work that I would normally do here in Orlando. Yeah.
Okay. So last night, Cam starts talking to the people, and he goes to this one woman. Now, mind you, just for references, Cam is about 5'4", 5'5".
Yeah.
Black gentleman with dreads. And he goes up to the whitest blonde hair, blue eye woman at the freaking bar.
The drunkest also.
The drunkest. white, blonde hair, blue eye woman. And
you know her personally.
I don't know her.
Your friend did.
My friend knew her.
Yeah.
My friend kept saying some really weird shit as he was driving off with her, which I will not repeat on air.
Is he now in 33rd? Is that kind of weird stuff? Is that where?
Well, usually I would get a phone call.
That's our prison.
I would usually get a phone call by that time, county jail, sir. And no. So Cam goes up to this woman and says, so what do you do? And Salty, when someone asks you, what do you do? What does that mean?
Usually, what do you do for work?
Exactly. What do you do for work? And her response was like, what do you mean? So I'm over here holding the other mic and I'm like, wait, what? Did she really just ask, what do you mean to what do you do? And immediately he's like, well, no, what do you do for work? Her response was like, what do you mean, for dinner? And now I'm just at that point, I lost it. And Cam was like, you know what? I'm done with talking to her. So he starts walking. Okay,
no, be right. And why? Fuck you, white bitch. Moving on.
Yeah. He said it like that. He instigated a little bit.
You undersell it. You undersell it. Fuck you, white bitch. I'm moving on.
And he starts walking around the restaurant, and this woman starts chasing him around the restaurant, trying to. And the thing was, like, she wasn't mad.
Yeah, he kept trying to get you to separate him from her.
I tried at one point. But like, you got a black guy and a brown guy trying to keep a white woman away. You know.
Did you see what happened to Chappelle? You're there to stop that.
I was trying to.
You're large enough to make that not happen.
And he comes in and was like,
you're quick enough too.
He was like, I'm done with her. And then she wasn't even mad. She wanted to answer the question. She was so drunk that she was interrupting his stand-up bit just so she could tell him what she does.
I know. It was cute. It was funny because then they ended up talking in the parking lot for an hour and 30 minutes during the whole rest of the comedy show after Cam was done. We went through 8 more comedians after that was done.
And it was a good turnout.
It was funny. It was exactly what I expected it to be. I did not undersell that at all. You were like, dude, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be an open mic, and you'll understand on the other side.
Dude, I've only co-hosted one open mic before.
Yeah,
and that was when you were out of town, and Daniel Martinez and I took over Grumpy's,
which is fine because I mean, self-sabotage.
Yeah, self-sabotage to the max. But no, with all that being said, I think we've had enough ketchup, and then let's bring on the.
We've had enough mustard too. Muy caliente. Back to Telemundo.
Okay, no. I'm sorry. I am stopping you right there, bro. What you say that one more time?
To Telemundo.
Telemundo.
Okay, it's not that I said it as a joke. That I said it incorrectly.
Yeah.
But
you're in the presence of a Mexican and a Colombian, bro. And it's like you're talking shit about Water Mercado at this point. Like it's Telemundo. Telemundo.
Telemundo.
No. Telemundo.
Telemundo.
I'll take it.
Telemundo.
But with that,
I'll say it like an Asian man. You know what I mean? That's
how would an Asian man say Telemundo?
Telemundo.
Okay. I can see that. Telemundo.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Yakuza-based gangster movies.
No. I think a Japanese guy would be like, Telemundo.
No.
Telemundo.
He says it with like grit. You know?
Okay.
Like, Telemundo.
Well, I don't want to say speaking of Telemundo because like that'd be a horrible segue. But a few weeks ago, I had gone out to a coffee shop.
Goy-chan means white dude in Japanese. And the only reason I know that is because of a Jared Leto movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is the greatest way to learn about white people things. All right. Good night, everybody.
But no, so the gentleman and the guest that we have on tonight's show is someone that I met through a good buddy of mine, Juan Pablo Santaluna. And he invited me out to a performance that was going on at this coffee shop. I think it's Binks. Thank you. Binks right there.
Oh, shit. I like Binks.
Right there off of Church Street here in downtown Orlando. And I had a blast. I got to meet the artist that we're about to talk to right now. And like just his energy and his just his personality blew me away. And I'm like, dude, I really want to gotcha. Wait.
I texted it to you.
Okay.
So you didn't forget.
No, you're fine. And I had a great time with him. I'm like, dude, let's I want to have you on the show. Let's bring him on. And right now we have Colombian singer and songwriter. We got Manu on the show. How you doing, Bobby?
Hey man, how are you guys? Thank you for having me on the show. And just like if you have a problem with Duolingo, I have a problem with Rosetta Stone.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah,
I was trying to learn Russian recently, and it wouldn't let me do it anymore. I don't know what's going on.
And then when you guys talking about like Asian people across the street, I mean my neighbors, and she's from Laos and he's from Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a good mix right there.
Yeah, it's a good mix there. But I love them because they always have a karaoke at their home, and oh my God, there's crazy parties there. This table is full of food and music, and they like to see my wife singing Selena, and oh my God, it's called Selena. And
you're crossing the streams at that point. Like,
yeah, we cross the street, but I love it. Those mix of cultures, man. But I mean, they super nice, and they always bring food because he works as a chef from one of those Thai restaurants.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
they cook it really good, and they sometimes they knock my door and say, "Hey, I bring egg rolls for you, and I bring dumplings for you." I say, "Oh my God, thank you." But yeah,
you see, I would love to have a neighbor like that. The only thing that my neighbor does is remove the tire off of a friend's car who was parked next to his freaking yard.
Just remove the tire.
Yeah. That's a different story for a different time.
Yeah, but believe it or not, before pandemic, I mean, the driveway, oh my God, for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, I mean, believe it or not, it's like a 20 to 30 cars.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, inside their house. They party crazy. I mean, and drink whatever they found.
Now, you see, now that I think about it, I've never been to an Asian party.
Have you ever dated a Filipino girl?
I've not dated.
Have you ever hung out with a Filipino girl?
I've hung out with Japanese for a while when I worked in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Okay. We are not in a place to discuss Filipino people because that is where the real party is, apparently.
No, you know who
Duarte had to kill them to make them stop.
No, you know who throws a badass party? Indians.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
The Indian culture throws by far some of the craziest.
Is this going to be a reference to your ayahuasca?
That's a different.
No, but Filipinos and the other people, man, when they invite you to party with food, they doesn't like you bring something. I mean, table is ready for you. I mean, tons of food, man. It just like shrimp, whatever they put it in. I mean, drinks all around the corner, man. It's kind of crazy.
I'm too petty. I'm too petty to have people come to my house. You know what I mean? I got like one Mountain Dew and I'm not sharing it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, but it's nice.
And this is where like I want to touch base on, because like what you said right there in regards to like the Asian culture, they had everything ready to go. Yeah. Like I think in like the Spanish culture, you know, I'm sure you saw this growing up. Like our abuelitas, like they would go all out. Yeah. And they make sure.
I believe that's a party, white people. That's gonna happen all show.
And anytime that like we would bring something, because like now mind you, as a Spanish person, you know what do you bring into it? Let's say for example, Manu, hey, I'm having a barbecue at the house tonight. Come by, you know, whatever. What are you bringing to the party?
First of all, I just go ahead and ask you, what do you want me to bring?
And of course, my response is like, hey, mira, Bobby, I got everything covered. I got the food. I got the drinks.
At least I just like a 12 pack or 24 pack of beer, or if you want to take a salad, whatever. So I just go there and take some drinks. See,
that is the response for all Spanish cultures, especially for
Huepa.
Muy caliente.
Muy caliente.
As very spicy. As a Spanish man, I'm always ready to bring the beer. Yeah. I'm always ready to bring the liquor. You know, let's do it. Now, Salty, as a gentleman of the Caucasian descent, what are you like? I'm having a party at the house. I'm cooking. I have drinks. Hey, you and the wife come on by. Bring the kid. What are you bringing to the party?
Me or just white people?
You in general.
Weed. I weed. If I'm going down, everybody's going down at the party.
And that's why I love it to death. That's why I love it to death. Yeah. But no.
Why not? My party supplies are way better than half the other shit that comes to the party. Like, who bought Keystone Light? You know what I mean? Like,
I brought a casserole. Screw you.
It's like the douchebag who brings some Malorts. You know what I mean? It's just
that's too deep of a reference, bro. Yeah. He won't get that one. He won't get that is way too deep of a reference. But no,
I'm looking off into space so I can put the video to come right to my face in a clip again. As no one understands my Lord's jokes part 5.
I know. But no, here we're sitting down with Manu, and Manu
It's a shit liquor from Chicago.
Is a singer-songwriter. And the thing is, like, we've had a lot of musical guests on the show.
Yeah, recently.
And the one thing that like always throws me off, because like we never ask our guests for music. We never ask our guests to perform. But like the moment he pulled up to the parking lot, he asked me where he could park, go right there, opens his trunk, pulls out his guitar, and I'm like, okay, this is like.
And we have a microphone for you to sing into. You don't have to use this one.
Oh, no.
I know the fear.
If I don't need to use the guitar, I mean, I don't care, because I put the guitar in, just it just be super.
So I want to ask you, man, Manu, what was it that got you into music?
Okay, I think it's gonna be into my blood, because my grandfather, for side of my dad, he's been singing for pretty much all his life. He's 91 now.
Coño.
Yeah. So, and
I believe that means familia.
Yeah, familia. And I bring that on my blood. And I'm gonna start with my first guitar when I was 8 years old.
Okay.
I'm gonna start playing like when we had a nylon string guitar, and I just start playing.
Was it an acoustic or an electric?
80 years old, got just only like an acoustic guitar.
I got you.
Yeah, actually, I don't even know play the chords. My dad know a few chords, and he harmonized and everything. And I sit down next to him, so watching him. So that's why my first lessons, and I start learning watching him. So, and then I grab my guitar, and I just put all the chords together. Blah blah blah. So later on, when I was like 12, 13 years old, I get my first lessons.
I was just gonna say, so like you were just picking up from sight and sound, and just like,
yeah,
that's how Papa's doing it.
I just saw my dad, and then say, hey, what do you do? So he's playing me, and then so this is C minor, so this is B flat, blah blah blah. So it's like just right into the to how the way that he plays. And then
now, Salty, I know you play too, right?
Yes, I do.
Now, did you actually go through lessons, or like were you like just picking it up and did what you did?
No, it was definitely, I was a lessons learner. I took the basics for the first 2 years, and then it was all experimentalism from there. Because I mean, you can learn the basics, where stuff is, get a good fundamental, and then you just start doing scales after that. And after you start doing that, I mean, it's the personal choice of the guitarist where they want to go and how they want to practice, depending, like if you're going to go all E flats and all those kind of like weird pentagrammic, or I don't know, like I said, I'm a nitwit now.
Yeah.
I'm 20 years out of lessons, or 30 years out of lessons now. So I'm just playing what I remember.
Yeah.
From way back when, like flats and majors and I can't remember the words.
Yeah, I mean my lessons
pentatonic scales. That's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah, my lessons are just only like less than a year, and then I keep learning everything by myself. I mean, play by ear. So put a CD or whatever, and then I'm gonna start learning the songs.
So when you say like you started taking like lessons at 12, was that because your family pushed you, or like you asked for it?
My mom want to. Oh, you know what? You want this? I mean, you want to learn more guitar? I say yes, why not? So he put me into classes. Yeah, it's twice a week. So I go to the classes, and then I practice at home. I'm not one of those students that just leave the guitar there and then just take it off for the next class, and then you learn none. I mean, so take the guitar, and then my mom said 2 hours. Oh wow. So I keep practicing, and then when I go to the to next class,
I can't wait to hear this guy play later, because he has way more determination than I ever did. I'm like, what does the switches do? You know what I mean?
Believe it or not, everything is by ear, and then I don't even able to read music. I mean, I do my own arrangements and everything, but I don't have any clue with pentagram it is. I mean, I've been singing choirs and everything, but I learn everything by ear.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what the ABC of the music is. I mean, chords and everything. So you're talking about B flat, or I know what it is. I know what we're talking about. But if you put me as pentagram stuff, I'm still like what is this?
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I went through the exact same things growing up. My mom threw me in almost every program that the school had. I did basketball, I did soccer, I did football, and of course, I'm like, oh, I want to learn. I want to do a music instrument, and I was a big fan of The Simpsons growing up, and immediately I'm like, I wanted to learn the saxophone.
Oh wow!
And in the mid '90s,
how much did you do it?
I did intermediate band for about 2.5 years. And for a total of, I got lessons for 3.5 years. I did intermediate band. I was second chair, and I mean, I loved it because at that time
you look like a saxophone player. I mean,
what does that even mean?
You're a big guy. You know what I mean? You can make it like bluesy.
I mean, you have the present to a saxophone player.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on, Kat, come here real quick. I want to ask her because, I'm asking
like
outside
a
opinion.
jazz guy who has a cigarette hanging out of his mouth in like every extra scene of a blues thing.
No, that's. I don't know if I should be offended or not. Like, Kat, are you still here?
No, I don't think you can be.
Okay,
I'm calling you a jazz cat.
Okay,
so,
that's not offensive.
That's not. I mean, if I was Mexican jazz cat, I mean that's a little bit more descriptive. Ecuadorian trash.
For once, you called me the right mixture.
I know, but then I called you.
Salvadorian, Argentina, and everything. Like, I'm sorry. I know he does it. Just
South American.
Did you hear how that joke ended though?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Okay, that's what I thought. Enjoy in post. I just said you El Salvadorian trash.
I haven't
my God.
God, that's the what?
Yeah, and then you're right when you say you come in caliente.
He's a spicy meatball. You know what I mean?
And you crush it with the Italian. Oh my
God. Because I am.
Oh, that's right. You are Italian.
I'm Italian Irish.
Oh wow.
That's a good domestic abuse family.
Oh my God. So okay, you're starting the lessons. You're picking it up. At what age did you feel like, okay, you know what? I kind of want to take this on more on a professional level than just a hobby?
Okay, I it's funny because I play soccer between.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Between my age of 13 until 18 years old, and between soccer and music, soccer and music, soccer and music. And,
who's the greatest soccer player of all time to you?
Oh my God, it's a good question, man. Because I'm from 81, so I just start picking it up from 86. So by the time Pele.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew. I was like, is it going to be Pele? I was like,
because I mean, he got a unique style to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
He put dancing and stuff like that, the way that he plays.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Maradona has his own style and everything, and he's just super talented also. But for me, for the whole time, Pele,
100%. No, I gotta go with you on that one because
awesome.
My growing up,
it's obviously Rooney, but no, I'm just kidding.
With not offense to Maradona and Messi fans, and I'm sorry, but the whole time Pele for me.
No, I get you on that. So
it was a joke. I was trying to let you know that Manchester United was king.
Oh.
Yeah, but I took the beating instead.
Yeah.
For me, I loved watching soccer, but it wasn't for the sport.
Mm-hmm.
It was for me. It was for Andres Cantor, the football announcer.
Oh, the football announcer.
The Telemundo.
Yeah, the Telemundo announcer. The Argentina. He was so excited. It was so crazy when Argentina won. But the problem with his voice is because he's just so passionate with the thing. He's been doing that for
36 years.
36 years.
The year that he became a professional announcer, it was the year before Argentina had won the World Cup.
The World Cup 36 years ago.
Yeah, and he basically it was 30 because he's been broadcasting.
Is he still broadcasting?
Oh yeah. He just broadcast the World Cup, and I remember him saying it after the final win. He's been waiting 39 years.
39 years,
and you could hear it in his voice, like he was crying because he's from Argentina.
Yeah,
and for him to be able to call the game for his country, that's a fucking honor right there.
Yeah. Manchester United does it so much. I guess we don't even need it as much as others, I guess.
So yeah, going back to it, where like you decided that.
I'm just kidding. I
No,
don't bleed red.
I mean that's fine. So I be like this close to also be a professional soccer player.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I just been on the bench.
Someone's knocking. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Yes.
So I've been on the bench with one of the goalkeepers actually for our national team
Okay.
when I was 17.
No kidding.
Yeah. So then they do have the I forgot that word.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Okay. When you are on the group, like tryouts.
Tryouts. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
I'll be in the tryouts for the national team for 17s.
No kidding.
So he got 2 goalkeepers and myself. So in one of the games, we playing as a preliminary game on one of the big stadiums on my city. So we play with one of the regional teams, and then we play that, and then we get tied 1-1. So someone made me a goal, but it was hard to catch that ball because I was a goalkeeper. So then they pick it up the team. So that was when I was 17. So they picked the 2 goalkeepers, and I lose my opportunity. But for me, it wasn't an achievement because, being there with the people now, then being the World Cups and I mean the great teams,
and all those people.
Yeah,
like you keep the company.
You know where is the goalkeeper? The goalkeeper is David Ospina, the one that he was playing on Arsenal, and he plays right now in Napoli, and now he is Saudi Arabia team, whatever it is, and I just in the bench for him.
Oh wow!
So then my music director on my school, he told me, okay, it's gonna be soccer or it's gonna be music. Both takes time because we need to spend like 3-4 times a week training, go to the gym. I mean, super healthy and have to be prepared for the games and everything. And the music you need to rehearse, and then because you got performance during the weekend and everything. So I've been thinking, okay, I love soccer, but I love music. I just been in that boat and said, oh my God.
So it's been a 50-50 fight until music won.
Yeah. I mean, when I don't make to the national team, so I said soccer is down for me. So I just do it for fun.
Yeah.
So and then I start officially with my music when I was 17 years old, and the rest is history.
Wow.
Yep.
There you go. See, we got someone who was on the bench. You know what I mean? Like he was sitting with the greats, man. He was already there at 17. I've never done anything in my life.
No, I did that because
17. I was wondering what size of pot I should buy.
Yeah,
how much.
But after that, I mean, just a friend of mine. I mean, David is a friend of mine, but I never play with them in a stadium or anything like that. But I just been closer to them. But it was a good experience, and then when I pick up music at 17 again. So I never left music, but I just been.
It was strumming rather than
taking after training, and then my mom. Oh, the problem was my mom said, "Oh, you do your homework? Oh, yeah, it's 11 o'clock at night." So I started getting my homework and blah blah blah. Like 10-15 minutes before start school day, just like doing my homework really quick. But ask my friends to help me.
I was the same way.
Oh my God, because thank God I have the chance to be graduate in 1999. But and then when I pick up the music, so the music is gonna be for me. So so I keep my music, and now I do soccer as a recreation thing. That's it.
I can't even recreationally play soccer anymore.
He just recreationally smokes.
I recreationally yell at Pee-wee players for not playing at their max capacity when I have money on that fucking game. You know what I mean? That was my bad. Sorry. Yeah. Better win that fucking game.
But no, how we were talking like during right before we started recording, and this is where I want to kind of like sway into, because like you've been able to play internationally, because like you've in your home country, you've been doing things here in Florida. But the one thing that I want to ask you in regards to that, like, what has been like the cultural shock from your home country to where you are at now? Because I mean, here in the US, I everyone's always like, oh, I want to make it to America. I want to make it to America. And for you, like, to make the transition from there to here, how has that journey been?
Okay, it's a good question, because actually over there in Colombia with music, I mean, you have chances to like do music with people there also, but you need to work hard. But when we came to America with my mom and dad and my brother, so actually we need to come to look at for opportunities and everything for work. And I mean, I graduated from high school, so when I came here, so I said, okay, so I'm gonna start taking some English classes or go to high school, because I just already finished my high school. But since start that process, I was like a regular immigrant, just take whatever job it is, like a cleaning or do whatever. I mean, and then when I started taking English classes, so I'm start looking for my future.
Yeah.
So after probably, let's say probably 15 years, I actually find a job that technically said, okay, I'm working for this, because I've just been working like a labor guy. I mean, construction and that. So like 8 years ago, I working for an insurance company, and I do my full time office work. But
we all do.
Yeah. But besides that,
we do.
Yeah, I have my other full time, because it's music, But it's been hard. It's like a big roller coaster, man, ups and downs. But now with music, here in Orlando, I mean Florida, they give me a lot of chance to meet people and start make connections, and start meet people from my country also do music, and that's a good thing for me, because right now we find the link, and we found the channel to the way that I want it to be.
Yeah.
So, because one of my dreams is at least be nominated for the Grammys. I mean, as a composer or as a producer, or it was one of my main goals. But I mean, I'm working for that, and I working as an independent artist. But
it's a good goal.
No, that really is.
It is
like
a good goal.
When I saw what you said in that message, it threw me off. Like, holy shit! Like that's a big deal. Like that you're like the piece of work that you're composing. For it to be to the level of like I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get it's to that level of, I mean, the Grammys. It's like that's it.
Yeah.
In regards to
you got to
like,
meet Metallica good to get there.
Yeah.
Metallica good. So,
and you know what is fun? Metallica, and I don't know if you see when Grammys, it was Grammy or Billboard honoring Juanes, and then Metallica surprised him and plays with him on stage when he was honoring his career.
Wow.
No, he's honoring Metallica's career. He's 30 years.
Wow.
And then they give you an award for Metallica. So I think the Billboard's honoring Metallica. And then Juan is a super fan of Metallica. So they give you an award, and they give you the chance to play with him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So,
that is sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I wasn't
eternal.
sure. I wasn't sure it was on the Billboards or the Grammys, one of those award shows. But yeah, they have that opportunity, and then the mix of culture. I mean,
of course.
I mean, James and the drum guy loves the Hispanic culture, and say, "I've loved your music because we listen to your music." And say, "No, my God, I mean, I just been fan of you since I was like 15 years old." So that's a good thing, and that's, I mean, what is going to happen when you're working for that.
Oh,
I wonder if in like South American and Mexican countries, like South countries, if they know about like Metallica versus Megadeth, if they know they don't like each other in real life.
That I don't know.
That would be so funny, because I could see a Megadeth poster and a Metallica poster like
next to each other
there, and I could just see him going like this, and then James Hetfield's like this. Retweets, he's like, "No, Dave Mustaine is the Satan." You know what I mean? Sorry, Mills.
No,
Weird
that
diatribe.
no, that's fine.
But like when we were talking earlier in the before we started recording, the one thing that I wanted to ask you, because like here's the wild thing. I'm gonna turn you off. Don't worry about that. It's hard here in the U.S. and I don't want to say especially here in Orlando, but like the Spanish community, it's hidden in a sense. And over the past few years, like, yeah, we made some really, really amazing breakthroughs, but entertainment wise, like right now, like I think you kind of know where I'm leading with this one. With music wise, there's been one artist that's kind of like bridged the gap,
Yeah,
with the American culture with the Spanish culture, and I'm saying this because I don't see that big of groups here in Central Florida unless like there's an event.
okay.
And I'd gone to a watch party for the World Cup. It was, I think, the semifinals. It was Argentina and Mexico,
Okay.
and I was the only Mexican there, and there were like 400 or 500 Argentinians. And I'm like, Coño, I didn't even know that there were that many Argentinians here.
Yeah, they all live in Kissimmee. They're just hiding behind the Puerto Ricans.
No, man.
I'm sorry. It's funny because
true.
you guys are spatially
It's true.
amazing.
You know what they said about Kissimmee in 192. They said that the little Puerto Rico. That's the 79 town for Puerto Rico. Yeah.
No, it's true. I lived in BVO for a good amount of years. I think like well over 12 years. And yeah, that was little Puerto Rico.
Yep.
I mean, there was a Civic on every corner.
Yeah.
And there's mufflers to be heard for days.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, let me ask you this. So with your Colombian culture, have you found like that Colombian sector here in Central Florida? And like, have you used it in a sense to like kind of push your career a little bit to bridge the gap, outside of the Spanish culture?
Okay. Yeah, because it's got a lot of Colombian business now. Like, I got a lot of restaurants all the way around, and like one, I know like we won, and we need actually like 2 or 3 ones because we need to promote more those events, not only gigs and restaurants, not only open mics and bings or the type of shows, but the exposure that you do on social media, like, I don't know, need to be more shareable. I mean, because it's a big social Latin community, Argentinians, Colombians, Uruguayans, from everywhere. I mean, you find, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this fest that's made once a year in November, after Thanksgiving. Here in behind Dr. Phillips, they call Fusion Fest.
Yeah,
yes.
You know what? I was there. We went this year. We were there, I believe, the second day.
No, Sunday.
Yeah. And we were there for like 3 or 4 hours. It was fun.
I was on a stage. I was the opening act for Sunday last year.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and by the time,
Fusion Fest is awesome, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's really awesome. It's really a good platform to perform, especially because I mean they have different type of performers, dancers, Indian players, like with different type of guitars or whatever. I opened on Sunday and said, probably expect like 20 people, because it's the start of the day and blah blah blah. So by my third song, it's packed. Everybody from everywhere. I mean, and then they make you like, wow. So when you're walking around, say, oh, I mean, I like your music. I don't understand what you're saying, but I love your music. But I like your rhythm. I mean, I love your energy on stage, and in every single corner you find Colombian people or Argentina people. But like I said, it's hiding, and we need like we have people behind those festivals like promoting, but we need to like keeping a connection with everybody to like sharing, like you sharing my event, so we sharing everything, like we sharing the podcast. I said, okay, so you send me the post, and then I reposted and blah blah blah. So that's the networking that actually Spanish community in general needs to
Mhm.
be
So-
in more events and getting more people. Like at least if we go to a gig in this restaurant where normally it's packed on Saturday night for dinner, and then when you promote your show, you see like 20, 30 people. And then sometimes where you go by the door or you go by the bar, or if you put like a cover $5, I mean, sometimes you need to play because you gotta pay the musicians and everything.
Exactly.
And then I mean, not everybody wants to play for free.
Yeah,
No.
and I hate to say it, I mean, it's part of the grind.
Yeah,
It's definitely part of the grind. Like, you know, him and I will go to, you know, perform, record a podcast at a bar.
Mhm.
You know, maybe we'll get a free drink here or there or something, but it's not as lucrative as, you know, we would want it to be, but we do it because it's for the love of the art.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're at the point right now where like now it's, you know, we're starting to get, you know,
We have sustainability.
And it's because of the passion for the art itself.
Yeah.
And we're better.
Yeah,
than
we're
you.
better.
We're better. than
We're
you.
fucking better. We've been doing this for
Egoism. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm a simple pious man. I have no.
I thought you were adding something.
No, I was just waiting for you. I was waiting for you to pick up the dead silence because
you threw me off on that one.
I know. I said I'm a pious man, and I just stopped because that's what pious men do.
But no, I
don't know that word. I don't know what it means.
Through the guy that we met, Juan Pablo, and great dude. Great influencer here, you know, in Southern Florida. He's doing his thing, and he's an outsider.
Yeah,
he from Colombia. He's done his thing in I think it was Australia for a little bit.
Yeah,
and then you know he's here in Central Florida,
and he's an artist. He's a plastic artist. He got galleries in Colombia, and he got a bunch of nice pieces. And if you got time to check it out, his pieces. I mean, he worked.
Oh yeah, no,
he's really nice.
He's busted his ass to get where he's at right now, and I mean, it's still the love of the art. I know it's not easy because not everyone's buying art, you know, off the shelves every second of every day, but it's like you do it because it makes you happy.
Yeah,
you do it because you're passionate about it. You love the art, and I've been staring at your guitar since the moment we got in here.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man. And they feel me like technically important.
Yeah, because
I've been in radio stations. I mean, a long time ago, and then I always bring my guitar. I remember when I got first invited for people. Hey, I can bring my guitar. Oh, sure, no problem. So when people invite me for TV shows or something, I always keep my guitar, even if I not use it, but at least I take it over because at least you can sing a couple chords. But yeah. But I mean, when you say, "Wow, you bring the guitar," oh wow, this is gonna be big. So they feel like I bring my guitar for at least play a few chords. It should be nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, and I wanted to give you the opportunity. If you wanted to play a few chords, if you wanted to, sing something off of one of your pieces, by all means. And yeah, because like I said, this is for the love of the art. We do this podcast because we love talking to people. We love having these organic conversations, and it's every week it's something new, something different. Earlier this week we talked to a rock band.
Yeah, it's the week of music.
Yeah, last week we talked to a drag queen. We talked to a drag queen last week.
Yeah.
Cool.
Week before that, we talked to a wrestler from WWE.
Oh wow.
We are as diverse as they freaking come. And Manu, I want to give you full stage right now. If you wanna is shred a proper word for the acoustic guitar?
No. If you want to play some notes,
if you want to play some notes,
delicately. No, I'm just kidding. Be abrasive as fuck. I don't know.
I just want to play my my new single is coming out pretty soon.
Sounds good.
Are we working on that since November?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
takes time.
After I played the Little Raga movie is in the part of the song, we talk about a little bit of the story behind the song. So,
sounds good. Sounds good.
So I'm sorry guys, it's gonna be in Spanish, but I explain what is the songs mean.
All right, so here we go. We have an exclusive right here on Chaos. We're gonna mute Salty and myself, and the floor is yours.
All right, so let's see. Okay, so Okay, so gonna be ready. Te vi como el cielo de verano, como las hojas en el otoño, como quiero imaginarme, despertarás junto a mí, contemplando tu belleza, que me alegra la mañana, 5 minutos tenerte cerca, y así después perder la cuenta. Te vi, simplemente digo que te vi. Yo te vi, quiero que me quieras como yo te quiero que ese amor mi vida sea sincero, caminando por las sendas de este sentimiento puro y verdadero, que me robe una sonrisa cuando yo te beso, mis mañanas son más lindas cuando yo te veo, en ti gira mi universo, cuando te vi mi vida yo te quiero. Caminando por el parque yo te vi, en medio de la gente yo te vi, llamas la atención y le robas el corazón a este pobre loco que te canta esta canción. Te vi, yo te vi.
Oh my God, yo.
First musical guest to play music. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So
first musical guest to bring music to play on the podcast. I believe you're the first one.
Yeah.
Let's give them a serious round of applause on how to sell a musician. Fuck. There we go.
Thank you guys. So I want to explain this song a little bit. I wrote this song. Thank you so much. So thank you so much, Rocky, for the opportunity again. I wrote this song like almost 2.5 years ago, but I started putting together like few times already. They have like 3-4 different versions now. I wrote the song as part of when I met my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I've been with my wife for almost 7 years. So
congratulations.
Thank you. So when I saw her, it just with one sit down, and I'm gonna start writing the song from the chorus, and then go the first verse, and then go the bridge, and then the coda, and then the ragamuffin was the funny thing, because I'm not even a rapper but it's funny because I just start like getting lines and said, oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
So when I working with a beat, I said, oh, that sounds cool. So I just put like a YouTube beat, and then it just only like the beat, no anything melodic or anything, just like boop 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 boop. So when I got in and started writing, I said, oh, that's kind of cool. So then I just finished the song. It just only in one take, take me like 2.5 hours.
I gotta say this. I am such a huge fan when it comes to like fast lyrics. I've always had like a love and admiration.
Yeah, I know. You keep saying "Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit.
No. I've never said that.
I'm for the nookie. What the nookie? I was like, man, I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
But no, I love that, because like it's for me it's the equivalent of like hitting the gas on the car.
Yeah.
You're coasting real quick. You got a nice smooth ride right there when it comes to the chorus, and then boom, you're going into it.
Yeah, you're gonna need to listen when it's out. I just start getting some previews on my social media, on my Instagram, and then you can feel it like start from boom.
Yeah, no, that's like
what we're gonna do for you is, just out of kindness for you, since we gave you the floor there, I'm gonna cut that audio and I'm gonna send you that whole clip of you singing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, cool. Guys. Yeah,
that's honest to God, like that was a real treat.
We will not edit it for you. You can do that yourself.
Yeah, especially when I get my couple mistakes
copyright
on the chorus. So
by the way, we own your song now.
No, and you know what? It's a privilege, because
that was a joke.
Yeah, no, that's fine, because it's a privilege for you guys. You guys listen for the first time.
Exactly.
For the first time in the podcast.
Thank you so much.
So let me explain what is the word, what is the song's mean.
Yes.
The call song in Spanish, Te vi, they say I see you. So they talking about the way that I met my wife. I mean, I met my wife in church, but I just do like this little kind of story, talking about the city, the craziness of the city, like for every morning. So and then I talking about I walking on the street, and then I saw you, and then I just approached to you, and then I would like to see you wake up with me every morning, and you're gonna be next to me, and you're like a flower.
Is that when you said mañana? Because that's the only word I knew.
And then when you find mañana, yes, yeah,
I
I'm
knew
talking
it.
about
I knew
morning.
it.
I'm talking
I
about
knew
morning. I talk, yeah, yeah.
See, Duolingo
And
didn't
then-
fail me yet.
Yeah, no, you're
I got
right.
one fucking
And
word.
I'm still work hard with Rosetta Stone.
No, Rosetta Stone screwed me over because I tried to learn German for my ex-fiance.
No,
and-
but you know what?
You
When
know
I was-
why? You know why I was wrong? Because it wanted to say "niet," which is Russian for no.
Oh yeah.
If you don't get that, that's a political joke. Good night, everybody.
so let me conclude with the meaning of the song. So that's pretty much the song. And then we'll start the part of the raga movie. That's the happy thing.
Yeah.
And then like you say, like the gas in the car. I like that. And I'm express everything on that portion of the song. I mean, if the chorus is nice, but when you got the raga movie there, so when you got to that part, so like blah blah, so and then you start like a rapping,
Yeah.
technically. So I'm express all the happiness and what is the meaning of my relationship and with my wife. So that's the meaning of the song. So I
It's
just have pretty
very
happy
beautiful.
songs.
Yeah, no, and
And by the way, I'm super romantic, and you know, I'm
no.
yeah. So you said, I mean, I talk
The
about
way you
Metallica.
say Telemundo, just
Telemundo.
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 But you know what is
Telemundo.
funny? When people say Univision, it's said a little bit more funny.
Yeah.
Univision.
Oh no, you say it right because people say Univision.
They did.
Univision. Univision. That's
I think I'm rubbing off
Uni-
on him. I think I'm like a
Univision.
little bit of Spanish is rubbing off on him. And he'll say Univision.
It was this it was this movie back in the day with Dan Aykroyd about how they go into the TV, but the TV is hell,
Mhm.
and they go Univision. And sorry, I know you want to take the credit for this, but it's Dan Aykroyd. I'm sorry.
Oh but the way, guys. So thank you again for giving me a chance to talking about my single. And the good thing is, we try to put that really, really, really good piece on my song now because we working hard with a great musicians on that record.
No, and that's also because like the way you were just describing right there, like about how you met your wife. Now, mind you, we all have love stories.
Oh,
we
yeah,
all
of
have
course.
origin
Yeah,
stories. But like you're able to, and not a lot of people can do this. Not a lot can do what you just did right there and put that and express it in a form of art that it's going to captivate. It's going to do so much more
Yeah.
than just tell the story of how you met your wife.
Yeah.
It's going to entertain someone. It's going to become someone's ringtone. It's going to become someone's anthem for like this and that.
Yeah, you never know what happened with this song after hearing the podcast. So I don't know, maybe next November or next year. And say, I want to thank you, Rocky. I want to thank you, Soul, because I just been singing the song for first time live. And today I'm here on the Grammys. You know, you
never know.
You never know. That's
know.
what happens to many artists now. With only one song, it's gonna be a hit.
Yeah.
And then the year later, it's being the Grammys, it'll be in the Billboards, and I mean, it depends the numbers and how the way you work with your music, and that's the way, I mean, put work into this piece, because I said this is gonna be the song, because we've been working for this for years and try to do the best with the song. And then when people listen to, they said, okay, this guy put work in this piece, and then this is his reward. I mean, like, yeah. So I've been naming people be part of this song. So we the pianos is maybe you're familiar, but Rocky probably it is. The Carlos Vives piano player is the one play the pianos and the keyboard.
Are you serious? Holy shit!
And my record, yeah.
Wow.
You're
Yeah.
right. I have no idea.
Yeah,
No,
no, we're talking about a super international star.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you can stream in Carlos Vives, and then you want to see, it's like a Manu guy playing this music. It's kind of like
if Rocky is going to do this to me, then it's someone of
yeah,
notability. All right.
and then, but I mean, he is one of the he's the singer, but I got the piano. His piano player. We made this guy here on my friend's recording studio, and he's a super nice guy. And he said, "Oh, of course, I recording the pianos and the keyboard for you guys. That's fine."
That's insane. Like he just offered it.
I mean, because we met the drum player is played with me. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if you got the chance to meet him over there at that Date and Beans. The drum player played with the Argentine lady.
Oh shit.
So
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
so he played with me as well, and the bass player is my father.
Oh wow.
So both they have a really good connections with Colombian musicians. So the guitar player recording the guitars of my sons, maybe you're familiar with Fonseca.
Oh, claro que sí. Yeah.
It's the Fonseca guitar player is recording on my record.
Wow, dude, you got a collective right there. Jeez.
Yeah, and I'm super lucky because collecting all those musicians that also is kind of expensive.
Of course.
But
Vale la pena.
I mean,
Also Grammy.
yeah, also yeah, but I mean, the piano player they doing like as a nice guy. He doesn't even charge anything because he say I love the piece, and then I mean we do this for almost 25 years and we work in Colombian for almost 30. So that's the two guys in there. So who else is in there? I got this guy play the percussion. He's been playing with too many Sergio George, the producer for Mark Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah, so he played in some of the records for him. We meet him here.
Dude, you
at the
literally
studio.
have like dude, he's got like,
Is
like
this the dream team?
no, dude, he's got like the Voltron of like musical artists. And like that's insane because like having someone who had worked with Mark Anthony, Carlos Vives, Fonseca, and like dude, those are huge names.
I absolutely can tell that you guys are talking.
Yeah,
I mean, I know that there is an entire culture of very popular people I have never heard of.
Yeah, but
I am very aware of that.
Yeah, and maybe listen like a couple seconds on each song and said that sounds really good. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. But I mean, it's the weight and the word that we put on that piece.
Yeah.
So my producer, the bass player, the tour guy, played with because she played with me as well. So she played the keyboards on live with me. And they have all the connections.
That's insane.
And they have all the and the best player on my record is the first music director of Shakira's band.
See, now you got me. I have finally you finally linked it all the way to where the white man knows how to shake that.
My God.
I can
Listen.
get lost in Shakira's hips for the rest of my existence.
He
Because I don't lie.
he traveled with Shakira for the first two albums
Wow.
when she started from the beginning when she
Yeah.
got the black hair. So his band director, his band music director is the bass player, and then this is the best friend of my producer.
Okay.
And then he also he supported us from Colombia because he lives in Colombia now. So he producing a lot of new artists over there. So and he coming pretty soon because got a couple shows in March, and he's right there. I mean, and a really, really humble man. I don't want to pursue anything. I just want to throw that because I want to give you, of course, the credit for everybody put the work on that piece.
No, and that I mean,
There's 7 degrees of Shakira in here right now, and I'm in disbelief.
No, but you listen the first albums, even it's in Spanish, man. The first albums, like
yeah.
one of the first albums I never heard from Shakira when she started doing crossover. I mean, but when he said no, I play with Shakira, and he's super humble, he's super nice guy, and he said I traveling with Shakira for almost 15 years. And now I sit down next to him, play with me, and he gave me directions. He said, "Okay, I love your music. I love your stuff. I mean, that's the music that we continue promoted. And then I mean, I'm so happy and so glad. But we're working so hard for that since when I was 17 years old. And I'm 41.
And that's, I mean, hey, it's part of the grind.
Yeah,
It's part of the grind. You know,
it's more than part of the grind, man. He's working with the people that he looks up to.
But believe it or not, I'm certain to Rocky is right now. I'm a star getting my dream because I'm working for that thing when I come in the album center for Conservative Fonseca or Carlos Vives or those type of artists. So one day I need to be there. I need to be there. So I need to be there. And then you have the opportunity to work with the musician, working with them with technically with not cost, because normally they charge a lot of money to be in your record.
Right.
But that's why when I promoted my single, I just give you a lot of credit for that because they love them. They love my music and say, I would like to record with you again. If someone say that to you, it's because you're doing something right.
Absolutely.
They say, I love that piece. I would like to record with you again. It's, oh, thank you so much. I mean, I feel so great. And one of my dreams is coming true.
Wow. You just kind of like had me have an epiphany right there as a podcaster, because certain things get said in the podcast community, and then certain things get said by guests, you know, afterwards, you know, once we leave out of here, and that kind of, it's bringing a tear to my eye, because I'm just thinking about everything that we've done over the past few years, and then everything that I put into this project itself for the past 4 years. You know, I'm blessed to have such a teammate as a Salty, and our third Mike Alex, who, you know, unfortunately she can't be with us here tonight. I'm thankful that I have such a great team that, you know, are behind me on this project. And, you know, we have goals, we have ambitions, we have things that we want to accomplish as a podcast. And, you know, slowly but surely, I'm
going to kill Shirley. I'm going to put her in the trunk of my car if we can move this along.
And you know what? You never know. It's going to be in a year or less than a year. If you heard your names on one of my stage, believe it or not, I've been recognized every single person that be part of this journey, man, because it's too many people behind me. I do pretty much everything technically.
He's going to be an Amway, and no one's going to understand Salty Aaron, and it's just going to go out, and I'll be like, "See, Bill Burr, I'm famous too."
But you know what, Salty? I don't know if you guys saw the Grammy when Bad Bunny singing that song. It put like Taylor Swift dancing Bomba in Plena.
Oh, I saw that. I totally
in LA, and she's dancing and she's freaking. Oh my God, she's so super happy with Bad Bunny, and said, "Wow, he's I mean, like a urban icon artist." And then those artists, Adele and Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, no,
man. And his English is more broken than my English. Yeah, and he go to Sirius Radio. Yeah, I mean,
this is Bad Bunny.
It's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. If you break down the lyrics to any Bad Bunny song, it's
no, but. You heard his speak English when he speaks English? Oh my God! If it's my English is broken, he's just like
his is on one. It's like the Ford Focus, but like on 3 wheels.
And he's been in.
He's a Pinto.
Yeah.
And he's been in like you said, if I'm on the album center and I call you guys' name, I mean, because I know when I go to different concerts, Mark Anthony naming people.
Yeah.
And then they got an Anglo's name or a Spanish name. But I mean, like I said, it just only be thankful when the people is crossing on your way to be part of your on your journey.
Oh yeah, no.
Because I'm always thankful for, I mean, the podcast and all the radio stations that I've been with. Is even though if it's their AM radio stations, but I'm being like growing up from there.
Yeah.
The place that I am right now. So I just be so thankful, and of course, and I mean the super connection that we have the day that we made, Rocky. That's really, really important for me. Thank you again, guys.
No, and thank you for taking time out of your schedule to bless us with your amazing art. And I have your Instagram up, but like anything you want to plug before we start heading out.
Okay, so you want me to play something else, or I just want to say no, because you got my social media there. That's my super more active platform, Instagram. So my Facebook is gonna be my name and my last name. Because when I try to pick Manu, there's already too many Manus, and then it's just hard to catch up. So now I got Twitter, but I just put like like put some phrases and some quotes. But it's my Twitter is kind of crazy. But I normally am on Instagram and TikTok. But I don't want to try to be a TikTok artist.
I do.
It's
when I commit to it, it's going to be the worst thing ever.
Oh no, but you know what? Now they have a lot of artists from TikTok. That's it. That's recording a song, and then your song play for 15, 30 seconds, and then you have like millions and millions of views. And then when I put my music, I just start like 100 or at least 200 views.
Yeah,
but it's super organic. I mean,
and that's the big difference.
And that's the big difference because you don't pay any money for that. But I mean, at least you captivate. I mean, all the fans like with your music or whatever you do with your comedy or. I mean, I saw your comedy
on TikTok. What am I doing on TikTok? No one's figuring it out yet. But it's better than you think it is.
No, I bet. I bet.
Here's what I propose.
20,000 views the last I looked.
Here's what I propose. It's February 17th, and I want to talk to you in 6 months. I want to touch base with you in 6 months, and I'm literally going to put it on my calendar. What's 6 months from today? This will be August. I'm going to put it in August, and I'm going to put it on my calendar right now. And of course, if we need to reschedule because you're, performing, you
might be in Colombia playing your hit song that
you never know
at the next soccer thing,
because that's why that's one of my goals.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in for August the 11th. It's a Friday.
Okay.
Same time.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna touch base with you in 6 months because I want to. I feel it. I honest to God feel it. And those chords, your lyrics itself, the passion that you have, behind your music, dude. I believe it. I honest to God believe it. And I want to touch base with you, and I want to see the progression that you've made, because there are some artists that like they give it.
If you do not, you just don't want to be here. I get it.
Yeah.
No, you decide to start doing math.
No, believe it or not, Salty, believe it or not, I'm that type of guy that if you're rocking told me that's already on my calendar, because
Awesome.
I mean I never want to miss what I'm coming from. And actually I'm still doing my full-time job, and my full-time job. I'm doing the same thing, but I have dreams. I have dreams. You guys have dreams with your podcasts, with your projects, and I have my dreams with my music. And I mean, I love what I'm doing. I love coming to podcasts. I love to do lives on Instagram, or if you guys invited me to another radio station, so I went there.
Oh yeah, no, and we got some things in the works right now with some local radio stations, and believe me, when I have the opportunity, I have you on my radar, 100%.
Yeah, and I wanna keep my it's hard to say. Originality. Yes. It's hard for me.
Yo entiendo.
Yeah, yo entiendes. Let me salty. Yeah, you can do that part with originality. Okay, so I would like to shout out, guys, with this couple events that are coming in. Might be probably you familiar with the Ecos Festival March 4.
Yes.
It's going to be in City Arts. It's going to be March 4. City Arts right here in downtown Orlando.
He holds the calendar. So just to let me know when.
I will be working at Okeechobee that weekend.
Okay,
but no. Believe me.
No, it's gonna be great. That's gonna be
Salty. Go on my behalf.
Salty, you got the responsibility.
You're gonna put me in the same bag that you put the drugs in.
Why?
As you pass me through into the Okeechobee Music Festival, I'm going to be high on the way in on acid. That's just
there's gonna be a multicultural thing, because they're gonna have visual arts, they got musicians, they have dancing.
Why do you think I'm gonna do acid?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know, because they talking they're talking about some media is gonna be there, do some interviews and everything for the artists and everything, and then I don't know. Maybe it's a good content for the podcast.
That's true. That's very true.
So,
But no,
I don't know if I can operate.
So that's March 4th and CDRs 2 to 6. So you can find tickets over there on every single Instagram ad it. So you can go to the link and then you can find the tickets, or it's going to be $10 at the door. And then I have another event March 5th on Icon Park. It's gonna be
okay.
it's gonna be a festival. I don't have too much details about it, but the only thing that I know is I'm gonna be played over there with a full band.
Okay.
So maybe probably that's gonna be free because it's over there and it's open field. So,
Yeah,
that's really cool.
No, that is, dude. It sucks that weekend I'm gonna be at Okeechobee, but I have you on my social media. We're gonna stay in contact, and
March 11.
March
11 and Icon Park again.
Wait a second.
March 11.
I'm there. I'm totally there.
It's a Sunday. With the full band, and it's 2 bands from Colombia coming from that festival, and then they're gonna see great things over there. So March 11, Icon Park.
And okay, I'm putting that as an all-day thing on my calendar. It's and the thing is, on my social media, I say if it's not on my calendar, I'm not going to be there. I'm sorry, I live off my calendar, and that's why Salty's like, yeah, I am the calendar. But Manu, gracias por.
That means thank you.
So now you try to do the translation, so you can sing English, Rocky, no problem.
Manu, thank you so much for your time, for your passion, for just giving us a preview of it, and thank you for dealing with the box of wine that Katrina gave you.
We gave you placenta wine.
No, that's cool, man. That made me feel more familiar.
That's how it fits better in a drawer.
And the other thing is, you can guys do me a favor,
because
with a post, I will start posting some of the previews of the song. You just to share it on your page.
Oh, by all means,
yeah.
Sure.
And then they're gonna help us a lot to start promoting our song.
No, 100%. We're more than happy.
And of course, right now I'm on Spotify and I'm on Apple.
Do you want
Music.
me to do English translations under your
whatever? That's
Aaron Salty tries
right
to
now
misinterpret.
is acoustic version of the song on YouTube and Apple Music.
I'm trying to pull up
Spotify.
I'm pulling up the Spotify.
Yeah, look it by is my name it's Manu Ocampo. So you can find me by Manu Campos because there's a lot of Manus on Spotify. A Grammy. Dang it.
There we go. I found you.
Yeah.
That's a good photo of you. That's a really good photo of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, I know.
And after that, when I put that on the front, I said, "Oh my God, I regretted that photo." But later on, they said, "Oh no, it's a great picture. It's a great picture." Oh, thank you. So yeah, you guys can listen to that version. That's gonna be the acoustic version. So with this one, we come in with more. So stay tuned, guys.
Nice.
It's gonna be a beautiful
event.
Yeah.
Awesome, Salty. Anything you want to plug before we head out?
Come to our mic next week. I'll have show updates on Monday.
Awesome.
So you have a show?
I'm a comedian.
I know, but we're to Thursday again?
Graffiti
Friday?
Junction, we have an open mic
on Thursday.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Graffiti Junction at Thornton Park at 9:00 at 700 East Washington Street. Me and Rocky host it, but next week it's going to be all me. So we'll see if we're going to get canceled or not.
Yeah.
All right.
Check me out every Tuesday, beginning at 6:00 at Coyoacan Taco and Cocina in Lake Mary for Taco Tuesday trivia.
That's taco, you know.
Next Thursday, I
Cocaine
will also be hosting Adult Bingo at College Park. So whether you do the comedy or the College Park Adult Bingo, check me out. Go to withasideofchaos.com. Check out all our previous episodes, all our social media. Click on Salty's face, and you'll find out everything he does with the Orlando comedy scene and everything else he does here in Orlando. But as always, if you're not laughing, you're not living. Live every day to the fullest, but always do it with a side of chaos. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, guys.